started. Welcome to the Comedy Playhouse. We're very excited to see you here today. Thank you for coming out and supporting live theater. We couldn't do this without you because it would be boring. Safety first. We have 2 exits, one in the front, one in the back. If one of them's on fire, please don't use it. All right, and for all other emergencies, we have a restroom in the back off to the south wall. We have snacks and drinks up at the front. They're $1 a piece and the wine is free. And if you would like to be a part of the email newsletter and you are not already on the list, we have a sign-up sheet up near the front door under a little lamp. And if you like what you see and you think we seem like cool people and you want to volunteer and join our little theater family, go ahead and talk to Ron up at the front desk and he will direct you to the person that you need to talk to. All right, and this play takes place in about the 1920s. Therefore, cell phones are not period appropriate, so if you have them, please silence them. All right, upcoming things. We've added some stuff, so we haven't quite updated the website yet, but we'll send out an email about all of this stuff, but you're hearing it first. So, the next thing that we're doing is called Simply Ostentatious, which is a Jane Austen-based Reader's Theater type thing. And that is running from September 16th to October 2nd. So if you are an Austenite, or if you know somebody who's an Austenite, that might enjoy that a lot, let me know. And then after that, we are going to do Murder on Vampire Island, or Fangs for the Memories. And that is running from October 7th to November 6th. That'll be a good time as well. And that is written by our own Kari Summers. So if you've seen some of her plays, you know that it will be a quality endeavor. All right, and then the next thing we're doing after that is kind of a special thing. We're going to do Steel Magnolias in conjunction with Luna Theater, which is, they basically do theater to promote some sort of cause. And so this one is the American Diabetes Association. They're doing that in conjunction with this, so 60% of the proceeds go to that. And we're doing it here from November 10th to November 20th. So that will be a fun time too. All right, so that's all I got to tell you today. And I'm going to leave you with a very exciting joke. All right, horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey." Horse says, "Sure." All right, enjoy the show, guys.
Just for you. In humor. So cute. Maybe you can remember.
Where's the clip?
Okay, now I'm going to drop.
Drop everything, Julia. I mean it. I don't care what you're doing. I need your help. George!
Hiking down the winding track.
Delphine, please.
Hiking, dancing on my back.
Don't you say I'm on the phone?
Oh, the coffee's cold, Popsy.
Can you stop that dog from barking, please?
I'm sorry, Popsy. He doesn't listen to me.
I can't hear a thing. Can't hear a thing, Julia. Oh, God, the din is amazing. Oh, Georgie, it's pandemonium.
Coffee for me, I think.
Just a moment. George, can you please stop that dog from barking?
Rex! Rex! You must be quiet. Popsy's on the phone.
Oh, all right.
He wants to know who you're talking to.
You're Aunt Julia.
Aunt Julia, Rex! Now, Rex, you really must be quiet!
I need
I see, okay. He's got something down a hole, Popsy.
Oh, Rex has got something down a hole. But Julia wants to know what it is.
I don't know.
Georgie doesn't know what it is. Oh, Julia says to work it all out later with Rex.
We'll work it all out later, Rex!
Yes, they're going to work it all out later, Georgie and Rex. Oh, thank God. What do you mean you can't help? I need you to come anyway.
Oh, God, no. Never mind. Who was that you said that you were talking to?
Your Aunt Julia. Your Aunt Julia.
Aunt Julia. Good Lord. What? Popsy? You look like a medieval headsman who's lost his favourite axe by the jolly old woodpile.
This is no time for flippancies, George.
There's always time for flippancies. Who was that dashed unpleasant chap I saw leaving?
We have just been visited by the worst sort of rogue imaginable.
Clergyman?
Close. A taxman. A taxman here at Upton Abbey. Before I've had my coffee and read my paper. Oh, we're in a hole, Georgie. We're up against it.
I wouldn't pay him the slightest bit of attention.
Confronted in my own drawing room. A scoundrel.
He's a corpulent fellow. He seemed to be in possession of more than the standard allotment of chins. They think that by putting the bite on poor blighters like you, they can settle everything with the King's Exchequer in one fell swoop.
I'm seriously considering emigrating to America.
Things can't be that bad.
I keep looking at Montague's letter over and over again. Personal reasons, he says he had to be. Personal reasons.
It's hard to believe. He's really gone.
I had to put an advertisement for a new butler, dash it all.
Oh, good morning, Georgie. Oh, Charles, you're not dressed yet.
I'm not riding today, Felicity. I'm too upset.
Oh, what's the matter, dear?
We've been visited, Mummy, by the taxman.
Have you read the morning paper yet?
Well, how could I? Strangers coming, strangers going. I have no idea what's going on in the world today.
Montague would know.
Yes. Look at this headline. Votes for women. I suppose they mean all women.
Oh, has the notice for the new butler run yet?
Civilization as we know it stands on a precipice.
Again?
And it teeters.
I can't say I've noticed.
Don't you play mahjong this morning?
It's Wednesday, Charlie. Besides, no one plays mahjong anymore anyway. Mahjong.
Oh,
I brought fresh coffee.
Oh, look, Delphine brought fresh.
oh, I don't want coffee.
Is it the house that's troubling you, dear?
I've never been good at running things.
Nonsense. You're very good at running things. Well, you just sit right here. Let me rub your head. Let it all go. Rotten old taxmen. Should have better things to do.
Maybe they should take out mahjong.
Right there.
Popsy?
No.
Oh, what?
You have that tone in your voice, Delphine, so let me save us both a lot of time by saying no.
But you haven't even heard.
Oh, you tell me,
The
dear.
Girl Guides are hiking to Havenish Meadow.
Ah! Perfect sense.
I need to practice my bandages.
Oh, then there you go, dear, right there.
Delphine. You know I love you like no father has ever loved a daughter. You're the apple of my eye and the fruit of your mother's loins.
Yes, Charles, please. Loins. Really?
But the answer must be not in this lifetime.
You're just cross because of the tax man.
Who told you?
Georgie?
No. I never thought I would inherit. Well, I did and I didn't.
Poor Arthur. He always intended to leave an heir.
Oh, Mummy. Everybody knew that Uncle Arthur batted from the other side of the wicket.
I will not have my brother's memory besmirched.
Oh, his bachelor friends were so nice.
Oh, never left a mess behind.
Always so well dressed in the latest, most tasteful fashions.
The point is that instead of standing up to his responsibilities, he goes and dies and leaves it all to me. Oh, he was so splendid at it.
Window treatments.
Business. And now he's gone.
Imagine being hit in the back of the head by Lady McBriddle's continuing stroke at the Duchess of Bridgewater's annual croquet benefit and jumble sale. Oh, speaking of games with balls, have you had your round of golf this morning?
No.
Oh. Is that niblick of yours still giving you trouble?
Should I leave the room?
No, I have not had my round of golf, and my niblick is fine. Thank you for asking.
You know what
I'm leaving.
Goodness gracious.
What's that, Mummy?
Oh, tennis this morning, George?
Just a quick set.
How things look for the Nationals, Georgie?
We'll find out.
Come along, get your boots on, the horse is a saddle.
Fine, then.
Keep really patient, just like you can.
Hello? Charles? It's Julia? Felicity? Anyone?
Oh, Aunt Julia. Oh, what are you doing here?
Oh, my sweetheart. Well, I'm trying to decide whether or not to sign the Magna Carta.
I should think not if I were you.
I'm here to see that useless brother of mine.
And here you are with no one to take care of you now that Montague is gone. Shall I fetch you some coffee?
Oh, it's hours past coffee.
Well, how about tea and a biscuit? then?
I've sworn off them.
You don't mean it?
Biscuits, that is. No civilized person could swear off tea.
I'll go and make.
Don't go to any trouble on my account.
It's no trouble, Aunt Julia. Popsy and Mummy will want tea when they return anyway. They've just gone riding.
Well, it is Tuesday.
It's Wednesday.
Don't be didactic. Your mother isn't still reading tea leaves, is she?
Oh, no, she gave that up ages ago.
I can't keep up with your mother's obsessions. Heaven knows I've tried. I'll take tea when they return.
Fine.
And just a small piece of cake.
I'll see to it.
Maybe I'll have some bread and butter while I wait. I'm feeling peckish.
I'll fetch it.
Strawberry jam?
Right.
But don't go to any trouble on my account.
Did Popsy say what he wanted?
He rang me up this morning in a most agitated state. What's all that?
Well, I need to practice my first aid.
Oh, why he thinks I can bring order to all this chaos, I'll never know.
I'll start by bandaging your head.
Why would I want my head bandaged?
Oh, well, you probably would.
You stay away from me!
Oh, but I have to be ready, Aunt Julia. The Girl Guides are hiking to Havenish Meadow in a fortnight, and we must be ready to confront any medical emergency head on.
Go bandage Rex.
I never go near the beast.
What could possibly happen between here and Havenish Meadow?
Well, any number of things. Suppose, for instance, you're hiking along
Highly unlikely.
and you're distracted by a deer or a badger, say.
There hasn't been a badger on this estate since before your grandfather was born.
All of a sudden, a tree root looms up in the middle of the trail, and you stumble, and you hit your head on a stone, and blood is pouring down your face and into your shirt, but
Doesn't sound like it.
you're suddenly surrounded by a troop of well-trained Girl Guides who know just what to do.
What can they do? I'm a bloody mess.
You can assess the situation. An elderly woman
Not so elderly.
sitting on the ground after having taken a nasty spill.
I stumbled over trees and rocks that shouldn't have been there to begin with.
She's in shock.
I am?
Also, disoriented. You should elevate your feet.
Oh, stop this fussing.
But I have to be ready, Aunt Julia. You never know when you might twist an ankle.
Delphine, you are the only one in this family with any sense. I've always said so. But I will not subject myself to the indignity of being bandaged head to foot.
But I'm just trying to measure up, Aunt Julia. The Girl Guides are distinguished for their resourcefulness, their keenness, and their courage. You have no idea how frightfully rich and wonderful my young life has become. For the Girl Guides, I would spend all of my days and nights cooped up in this museum of a house.
Museum?
And until you've spent as much time being cooped up as I have, you don't know what cooping is.
I spent my entire childhood in this home, and I never thought of it as being cooped up in a museum.
Well, thanks anyway.
It's not that I don't support your outdoor activities. I do. It's just that I don't fancy mummification, at least until after tea.
Rather.
At least you're not like those dreadful girls. What are they being called? Flappers!
Well, with all the rage.
Young ladies, and I use the term ladies in as generous a manner as I am able, should have more respect for tradition, for decorum. And why they want to cut off all their hair, I'll never know.
I got it!
Got it, got what?
What's a bowline knot, Aunt Julia?
What's it good for?
I don't know.
Congratulations in any case. Tell me, my dear, whatever happened to Montague?
You know, I'm not certain. He was here one day and gone the next.
But he was like a member of the family. Oh, he always had a good cup of tea ready for me whenever I came to call.
I'll put the kettle on.
Delphine! Delphine! Will I have to answer that door myself? Delphine! I don't know why I bother with this. There's obviously no one within miles of hearing. Delphine! I'm bellowing like a water buffalo.
Aunt Julia, I've been gone 30 seconds. What is wrong?
There's someone at the door.
That's just the door, Aunt Julia.
Yes, that's what I've been saying, dear.
Don't get up. I'll go see who it is.
I shall wait here with unrelenting anticipation.
Hello? Hello? I did ring!
Aunt Julia, there was no one there. Oi, I say, who are you?
The name is Giles.
Giles?
Yes, miss, I'm here in response to the need of a new butler.
His lordship isn't in.
Well, I'll gladly return another time.
Well, we're finally off. Oh, who do we have here?
He says his name is Giles.
Giles. Oh.
I'm here in response to the need of a new butler.
Oh, who's this then?
He says his name is Giles, Popsy.
Giles.
Julia! What are you doing here?
You asked me.
Well, then I'm glad you've come. Giles, is it?
Yes, I'm here in response to your notice for a new butler.
Have you had tea yet?
Not a drop.
That's all. I just posted it this morning.
I didn't precisely read of it, sir.
I began to wonder, would there ever be tea again?
I was alerted by the former butler.
Montague! Oh, have you heard from him? Have you seen him?
Why did he ever leave, Charles?
Personal reasons, that's what he said. Personal reasons.
Well, that could mean anything.
You know something about this?
Mr. Montague did stipulate that he was not looking for a family man.
Stipulation?
He was saying that aforementioned stipulation by the former patriarch of his lordship, Arthur,
Yeah?
and without unduly jeopardizing a confidential, I think that I might be able to let you know, sir.
Yes.
I am here for the duration, if possible.
Well, why did he leave in the first place?
You doubt either.
Why would...
Marriage.
Marriage!
You want to marry?
Mr. Montague has apparently fallen in love.
I'm appalled!
I'm amazed.
I'm delighted!
Oh,
He hopes to secure a position where he and his intended will be able to serve side by side.
Why can't we have an unmarried butler? Or why can't we have a married butler, please? Why?
Because?
No. Yes?
Because it's always been that way.
Arthur insisted on it.
If an unmarried butler was good enough for my brother, then it's good enough for me. I know what you're thinking, Felicity.
Did I speak?
There's no use talking about it anymore.
I agree, water under the what's
All too true, all too true.
But is there to be tea or not?
I was just filling the kettle when I had to answer the door.
Montague always had a kettle on for any circumstance at all.
May I offer to make preparations, Mom?
You?
By way of introduction.
That's a ripping idea, Popsy.
Someone has to make the tea.
Would Madam care for biscuits or bread and butter?
I couldn't look at a biscuit on any account.
Very good.
I would have one of those little cakes, the one with the cream filling.
As you wish, Mum.
Oh, you can come with me, Giles. I can show you where everything is.
Very good.
Well, he seems capable.
Very capable.
He's the type of man we need, if he's the type of man I think I thought he was.
Charles, you've always been a very good judge of character.
Thank you for that vote of confidence,
Charles, what did you want to talk to me about?
What?
What was so urgent?
Urgent?
You phoned me up.
Oh! Well, I suppose there's no need in beating about the bush, Julia. It's money, plain and simple.
It's always money.
There's not enough of it. Money, that is. I'm at my wit's end, in this house.
Yes, the roof leaks like a proverbial sieve, and only rooks live in the east wing. It keeps him up at night.
My dear, I'm as mystified as you.
Oh, but luckily we're all in it together.
Oh, no, we're not. I'm not heir to Upton Abbey. I'm perfectly comfortable in my little cottage.
It's more than a house. I have responsibilities.
True, and not just your family. I think of the villagers. Oh, what's a manor without a manor house?
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Julia, it's not the Middle Ages. Oh, the villagers. Oh, look at them.
I'm quite ready to set a match to the place and take a flat in town.
Oh, nonsense, Charles.
At my wit's end.
Oh, dear.
Your tea, sir.
No, as if on cue.
Oh, what's her, Popsy?
Hello, Georgie.
Oh, Julia, Mommy, silly old thing. What's the buzz?
Your father's interviewing a new butler, George.
Too big. Aren't you riding out today?
Oh, yeah, but I'm trying.
We were just chatting, weren't we, Giles? He knows everything there is to know about everything.
Well, if it's one thing we need around here, like a condemned man needs a last reprieve, it's someone who knows everything about everything.
Oh, how was your match today?
Not challenging at all. I broke it off after the first volley. Poor bugger ought to stick to laying bricks.
Yes.
I've got to find a new partner. And not just someone from the village.
Yes.
Oh, is that tea? Lovely.
You know, Lady Hesselspring's daughter plays from time to time.
Is she the one with the little mustache?
She's very nice.
Fine.
No, Mummy. You know my firm and fast rule.
Never swim after eating.
Not that one.
Never mix whiskey with rye.
Not that one either.
Never wear brown shoes with a blue suit.
Never play tennis with the fairer sex.
I haven't heard you say that one before.
Rex could be a partner.
If only the balls didn't come back so slowly.
Oh, Charles, I don't believe I told you that Lady Hesselspring contacted an ancestor of hers that was beheaded by King Henry VIII by way of seance.
Well, what happened?
Well, apparently, he answers a series of yes or no questions by knocking. Oh, goodness. But yes or no. Knocking. I'm sorry.
What did they find out, Mummy?
Well, actually, they were thinking that possibly the king,
Well, that Henry VIII had no sense of humor.
Wouldn't need a seance to tell them that. How are things looking for the Nationals, Georgie?
We'll find out.
Try not to win by too much, dear. It isn't sporting.
I suppose you brought references, Giles?
I have collected several letters of recommendation, sir.
You are aware I'm not looking for a family man.
I am unmarried, sir.
Oh, it's a large house and it's an old house.
I'm not unaccustomed to hard work.
Oh.
The door to the potting shed keeps out neither man nor beast.
Heaven for the hedgehogs and the stoats.
These are my letters of reference, sir. Is everything in order?
Oh my, quite.
You'll see, Giles. Giles, is it?
Yes,
Yes,
my lady.
Giles. We're a lot less formal here at Upton Abbey than most places, aren't we, Charles?
Uh-huh.
Charles. Less formal here, Upton Abbey. Less.
Yes, quite, yes.
We're just
quite.
plain folks,
Yes.
Giles.
More's the pity.
And I've never seen the point of putting on airs.
Not when you ain't as deep as we are.
It is becoming a common problem.
What is, Giles?
Large houses and finances, or lack thereof.
And what do you know about it, Giles?
That many of the old country houses and the families that inhabit them are facing the same daunting pressure of keeping up appearances, so to speak, in this modern world of changing circumstances.
That fits us down to the skin.
How do you know all this?
The network of those of us in service is quite extensive.
You talk about us behind our backs?
Good God, man!
There is a code, sir, ironclad, that protects those we serve from the spread of scandalous and libelous information.
Well, that's a relief. Well, I think we've come to a decision we can all agree upon, what do you say?
I do.
So do I.
I do too.
Do you mean?
Giles,
Yes, my lord.
you're hired.
I shall always endeavor to give satisfaction.
Good. Now that that's settled. We please go riding.
Yes,
Got a bushel of carrots waiting for Pinkie Pie.
Hello, Dad.
Oh, Agnes, you shouldn't be here.
I need to ask you something. It's frightfully important, though trivial might describe it better.
Which is it?
Can I help with anything?
No, go at once.
Would you mind awfully if I cut my hair a bit?
How much is a bit?
Maybe to here, or perhaps to here?
That's not a bit, pumpkin. That's a lot.
Everyone's doing it.
So I understand.
And the other styles are changing too. And not just for the fast crowd, but for everyone. Take dresses, for example. Where the waist hem used to be here, it drops down lower to here. And then you take a long string of beads.
Beads?
Yes, nothing special, just ordinary beads. The only thing is they have to be very long. And then you tie them in a knot, you see, and you can twirl them around whenever you like.
I will reveal the particulars in the interest of time. In a dress with the waist dropped down, and if you cut your hair according to fashion, then you might twirl around a long rope of knotted beads upon occasion.
Of course, times are changing, Dad.
In many ways. Does your enthusiasm for these up-to-date fashions correspond to your commitment to votes for younger women?
It's just plain silly that younger women can't vote, and that older women can.
So you want to cut your hair?
I promise I won't take up drinking and smoking.
That's a relief. That would kill your mother if she wasn't already dead.
Thanks, Dad.
Whiskey, my lord.
Not just now, Giles. Was there someone here?
Wait,
Just now?
you mean just now?
Yes, was there someone here just now?
Should there have been?
Well, I shouldn't think so.
Would my lord care for anything else?
No, thank you. Okay, wait. Are you sure?
Sure.
Oh, never mind.
Very good, sir.
Otto, Popsy?
Oh, George, glad you're here. I'm just going over my will.
I'm considering something desperate.
No, just making sure all the little ducks are in a row.
Well, I ran into Mummy in the hall. We're in for a bumpy ride.
What do you mean?
Mummy's in a state.
And that would be different from...
Oh, you remember the other day when I was telling you I was looking for a new practice partner?
Vaguely.
Oh! No! Nyong, nyong, nyong.
Felicity, what in heaven's name?
Whiskey, Mummy?
True, it's not necessary, George. Thank you, though.
What are you wearing?
Oh, no, no! I found the frequency, Charles!
Dare I ask, what frequency?
I've made a connection to the cosmos!
Oh, is this the new spirit, the new fact?
No, the new spiritualism. It's the cosmos. It's everything. Everything that is or ever was, and we're all connected. Oh, Charlie, you, me, and everyone else, we're all tuned in.
Tuned in like some sort of universal wireless?
Sort of.
Check your tubes, some of them may have shaken loose.
The whole of our existence is rather like a universal soup. Or better yet, a stew. And there are spirits here, there, everywhere we least expect them, bobbing up and down like dumplings.
Do you mean ghosts?
Yes.
Never seen a ghost. I've heard some old rumblings and tumblings, but I've never seen one face to face.
Well, I haven't either. But you don't necessarily see a ghost, do you? You feel them. Or you perceive them. And there are spirits here, stuck on Earth until their worldly tasks are really done.
So you're trying to tell me that we have ghosts here at Upton Abbey that are stuck here until their the earthly work is done?
Yes. You feel them, don't you? Don't you?
Not really.
I do. The walls, they positively tremble with metaphysical pulsations.
That's just the loose bricks.
I am a woman on a mission, Charles. I'm a moth in search of a flame. I'm Diogenes in search of an honest man. I am Niobe doing! Whatever it is that Niobe does. Now look, you just sit here, go about your work, don't pay me any attention at all.
Bit of a rest there. New man seems to be working out very well.
Oh, Charles, yes. And after only 3 weeks, too.
2 weeks.
Oh, well, who can keep track?
Like a man who speaks his mind.
So do I. No, he enters the room like a breeze on a summer evening.
He and George seem to be getting along like a house on fire.
Yes, he's become a very good friend to all of us.
Yeah, that's right.
Georgie's got a secret! Georgie's got a secret!
Delphine, if you whisper one more word, it'll be your last.
Georgie's got a secret!
Well, better not tell Delphine.
Yes, we'd hate to lose you.
I'm leaving. If you say one more thing. Come on, Max.
Delphine knows a secret. Delphine knows all the best secrets.
That's because she eavesdrops.
Do not!
No, it's because she's an old soul.
Ah,
And Georgie is a new soul.
but how does one tell?
Well, he's got that new soul smell.
I see.
Pardon me, my lord.
Yeah.
This just came for you.
Thank you, Giles.
What is it?
It's an advertisement of some sort.
Or for what?
Getaway vacation of all things.
A vacation?
Where to, Popsy?
Italy.
Oh, Italy, how fun! Oh, sola mia.
Villas!
Oh, I love Italy, Charles. Oh, and it looks very affordable.
I suppose people are always throwing their money away on something.
Oh, yes, my lord. They are.
They are.
Yes, my lord. I have heard that they spend quite a lot. I am under the understanding that wealthy Americans are, if you pardon the expression, crawling all over Italy. And they have been known to visit these Scepter Isles.
Ooh, I believe I will have that whiskey after all. Giles, do you mind?
Very good.
Well, I suppose Americans are always throwing away their money on something.
Maybe they would pay to stay here.
Rubbish.
Wealthy paying guest, my lord, is the answer to to your present dilemma.
Paying guests.
Renters? Boarders here at Upton Abbey?
Preposterous idea.
Yes, quite preposterous.
No, George, sorry, Charles, this might be worth considering.
Who would want to stay here?
Where better to experience an authentic English country house vacation?
Yes, we're better.
It's preposterous. It's ridiculous.
No, it's not, Popsy. Well, just think. Visitors could stroll through the formal gardens.
After we pulled the weeds,
They could follow the hounds on an authentic fox hunt.
Yes.
we'd have to get some hounds
Yes.
and a fox.
There must be one somewhere.
Of course, my lord, the greatest inducement of all is to have breakfast with a real life peer of the realm.
No, surely. What, do you mean me?
But if it would help Charles, why not?
Yes, Popsy, why not?
Why not? Well, I will tell you why not.
We're waiting.
Because it would be a betrayal of all of the Uptons from eons past.
That's ridiculous.
Arthur would never have counted such a scheme.
You don't know that.
Yes, not for certain,
I
Popsy.
think I know my own brother.
Not for certain.
Not for certain.
You stay out of this.
No, Charles.
It's not just Arthur.
What?
All of my relations, the Uptons from eons past, I feel like they're just staring at me disapprovingly.
I knew there were spirits here.
I didn't mean it literally.
Well, then what?
I meant it symbolically, metaphorically. Symbolical Uptons from eons and ages past are metaphorically staring at me at this very moment, disapprovingly.
Maybe they would symbolically fix the roof.
You're not helping, Delphine.
And these boarders, these renters, they would be here in the house. I would have to eat breakfast with them. God, Americans?
Not so bad, Popsy.
They're only slightly less objectionable than the French.
Oh, French.
What about the East Wing? The whole scheme makes no sense without those rooms.
We'd have to evict the rooks and the swallows.
Fixing the roof would cost thousands.
You're right, my lord. Entirely impractical.
End of discussion.
I found a friend of yours, Delphine.
Miss Nesbitt! Come in, she meets Popsy and Mummy. Miss Nesbitt is the leader of the local Girl Guide.
That was a very firm handshake.
Miss Nesbitt is going to take the whole troop on a hike to Cavendish Meadow.
I'm given to understand the trailhead is here on the estate, my lord.
I'm just going to show her where.
So we are to be inundated by Girl Guides?
We'll keep them in order, won't we, Miss Nesbitt?
As I always say, tread lightly upon this blessed plot.
And this is my brother Georgie.
We've met.
Indeed we have. Like a tennis champion, you know, I've been known to swing a racket myself from time to time. Ah, Delphine, you're so lucky to be surrounded by so much fresh air.
Plenty of that.
Oh, the city girls would derive great benefit from a setting such as this.
Not only is Miss Nesbitt an expert on knot tying and first aid, she is also an ornithologist. An ornithologist, Georgie, certifiable.
Delish. I believe you mean a certified ornithologist.
Ornithologist?
My dear lady, ornithology is the study of birds, our feathery friends, our winged brethren.
Really?
I have over 500 species on my life's list of sightings.
Many is that? Ooh.
I'm just getting started on my list.
Oh, you'll have scores of sightings before you know it. You can't imagine what I saw as I came up the walk.
No, I can't begin to.
A blue tit.
We have those?
Oh yes, quite common. Oh, more common, of course, than, say, the Great Tit.
Those you don't see every day. We also have rooks and swallows.
Would Madam care for coffee?
Coffee?
I was just about to bring fresh.
Oh, it's poison. I never touch this stuff. You shouldn't either.
I beg your pardon?
Killing you by the look of it.
Now see here!
I'll just show you where the railhead is, Miss Nesbitt.
Who is that magnificent man?
Giles? Well, he's the butler.
Oh, he's a god. Mr. Giles! I think we should become better acquainted.
I would not want to be on the wrong end of a struggle with that one.
The wreck of the Hesperus comes to mind.
What are you working on, dear?
My will.
How dreary.
The estate will be passed down to George, no question.
Arthur would like that very much.
If there is an estate to pass down.
You worry too much.
I'm haunted by him, you know.
Haunted!
I didn't mean it literally!
What did you mean, Charles?
I mean, I'm haunted by the fact that I've made such a hash of things. He was always so splendid.
Well, what about that resort idea? The resort with all the lovely people going under the...
I'm just ready to chuck it all in.
If they can do it in Italy, Charles, why can't we just do it here?
If you will forgive me, I have a paper to read.
Italy.
Oh, Mummy, do you really think it could be possible?
Oh, darling, I think it just might be.
Do come in. Thanks, Evan. Sherry?
Grateful. News?
None yet. Do sit down.
Gladly. Assess the difficulties.
Agree wholeheartedly.
Do you would?
The Italian circulars arrived yesterday,
Right on schedule.
and the prompted discussion was quite spirited.
I can just imagine.
The East Wing does present a problem.
Solutions?
Possible.
The ground?
Strategies come to mind.
They found out about Aggie?
Not so far.
Good.
Matrimonial endeavors?
Progressing, yeah. I trust you find the servants' quarters satisfactory?
One is more accustomed to a room under the stairs, but the Ducat's cottage is most convenient.
Yeah. Well, keep up the good work, Giles. Keep me informed. Yeah?
I always endeavor to give satisfaction.
Yes. That's good, Sherry.
This lordship stocks only the best.
Right. Well, thank you, Giles. I couldn't manage this without you.
Quigley, please. I would like to make an appointment with Mr. Quigley, the junior Mr. Quigley. Next Thursday at 3? Very good. Thank you.
But Giles,
What else, sir?
Is he?
Something I can do for you?
I hope so. I'm up against it.
Oh, indeed, sir.
A bit of a conundrum, so to speak.
I'm grieved to hear it.
A rock and a hard place.
Yes.
But you're so dashed handy at the solutions game. I live in hopes of your expertise.
I always endeavour to give satisfaction.
Then you'll rally round.
I'm all attention, sir.
Giles, the problem is, it's a girl.
Well, wonders never cease.
Well, I mean, the problem isn't the girl, so to speak.
I'm gratified to hear it, sir.
She's a ripping gal, but you know how it is.
Do I, sir?
Well, just when you think that events can't transpire any better, that's when some chap comes up from behind and pulls the rug out, so to speak.
One can't be too careful.
But on top of that, I may have violated one of my firm and fast rules.
Never wear a straw hat to town.
Not that one.
Never drawn to an inside street.
I never seem to remember that one. No, but it's something else. And if I don't tell you all about it, Giles, I may jolly well burst at the seams.
I quite understand the seam bursting phenomena.
Oh, she's an exquisite mix of contradictory contradictions. She's full of independence. She goes on and on about votes for women and those ripper-flapper girls with their short hair and the dresses that barely start here and barely go there. You know what I speak of.
I have observed the altering habits of the younger female set with a growing amount of trepidation.
Well, you may better be trepidized, Giles, but I do find the new quaffs and togs quite attractive too.
Tastes too differ, sir.
Did I mention she's smart?
No, though I expect you're about to.
Oh, smart as a whip, Giles.
Indeed, sir.
Heaps smarter than I am. Can you imagine such a thing?
Only with extreme difficulty.
Whenever I'm around her, I feel all gooish inside. I get the strangest urgings.
You needn't elaborate, sir.
Well, that's the problem. I don't know what to do about it.
As Blaise Pascal once said, the heart has its reasons, which reason knoweth not.
Well, he would know if anyone did. Who was that?
Pascal, a French philosopher and a bit of a poet.
Ugh, poetry.
It has been known of strategies to win over the better sex, my lord.
Giles, you know, I think I might write a poem. Yeah, I'll write one of those beastly things that Shakespeare chap's always dashing off about. Those, what's it?
Sonnets.
Yes. Now I will begin immediately after tea.
Your timely determination is certain to reap bountiful rewards.
But there's still another problem that remains, Giles. You see, I'm frightfully fond of her. But I have to be absolutely sure that she feels the same about me.
That's an age-old dilemma, sir.
I've been burned before, Giles, by gold-digging females only interested in my family's money. Now that we don't have any, it's even more of a problem.
Oh, I see, sir.
So, I've constructed a little ruse. Can I tell you what it is?
I am in rapturous anticipation.
I've told her I haven't a sou.
Indeed.
Busted, stony broke, so to speak.
And she's bought into this deception?
Not the slightest bit of suspicion. Though the dashed problem is how to carry it all off. Lunch, I mean.
Lunch?
But I've invited her here in the manor for lunch while Popsy and Mummy are away.
And you've given this lady the impression that you have no independent means?
Positively turned out.
Oh, I see, sir.
So, what do I do, Giles? How do I explain lunch?
How to explain your presence here at the family estate?
You seize upon the issue at once.
We could say that you are the gardener.
The gardener.
Yes.
Well, a sound idea, Giles, but why would the gardener have lunch here in the manor?
Shall we say that I, Conrad in service, in serving up this clandestine feast in the furtherance of the romantic ideal.
Brilliant plan, Giles.
And such an occasion would be most appropriate for you to give a recitation of the sonnet you've so wisely penned.
Giles, by the way, how do you feel about votes for women?
Haven't quite thought of it, but I think the tide is growing against us, sir.
Well, I'm against it.
Indeed.
I think. Oh, and by the way, I'm thinking of growing a mustache.
Oh, I would humbly advise against it, sir.
One of those Valentino affairs. Big one.
Oh, there you are, Georgie.
I'm just leaving, dear old thing.
But I need to practice my bandages on you.
Well, I need to write a poem. What?
Don't be so silly, Georgie. You've never written a poem in your whole life.
Well, I better jolly well start now, then. Remember, Delphine, the reason that the heart...
The heart has its reasons, which reason knoweth not.
Right.
Not practicing tennis this morning?
Just a quick set.
With your new partner?
I've already told Giles all about it, and it was he who recommended that I put my innermost feelings to verse.
Really, Giles?
And I better not catch you on the court spying.
I never spy.
Miss Delphine and I will occupy ourselves elsewhere.
Thank you, Giles. Oh, Delphine?
Something I can do for you, Miss Delphine?
Well, two things, really.
The first.
The Girl Guides need a camp.
A camp, miss?
Yes, well, the girls are mostly from the village, but dedicated to the virtues of outdoor adventuring.
Just so.
And I think the outbuildings by the stream would make a splendid camp. That's one thing, anyway.
And the other?
That's Popsy. I'm just worried, you see. I've never seen him so down in the depths.
It's the house, Delphine.
Turning the house into a resort is a splendid idea. Georgie could play tennis with all the rich old ladies.
And your father play golf with all the rich old men. So I'm sure that Arthur would approve.
I wonder, my lady, if your newfound spiritualism might not hold the key to a solution.
Yes, no. What do you mean, Giles?
I am not educated in the subject, my lady. But according to the newfound spiritualism, the departed still walk among us.
Yes, that's true. That's one of the pillars, certainly. Oh, I was talking to your father about that just the other afternoon.
Oh, I see.
See? See? What do you see?
No, I mean, you see, if we could contact Uncle Arthur and get his permission, well, his approval for the whole thing, Popsy would have to go along with it. Well, that's what you mean, isn't it, Giles?
If such a thing could be made to happen.
Contact with the dead.
Trifle far-fetched, Mum.
No, it isn't.
Better forget the whole thing.
No, I can feel the vibrations even now. I'll contact Arthur and get his permission.
But how, Mummy?
We'll gather the entire family here in the drawing room.
You don't mean, Mum?
Yes, we'll hold the most amazing
No, ma'am.
seance.
A seance?
A seance?
What do you think, Giles?
I think, my lady, you've had a grand idea.
Oh, it just came to me. The spirits.
And this is the drawing room, Aggie. This is where they do most of, well, everything.
It's a beautiful home, so noble and solid.
Oh, I don't know.
Nice of them to let you use the tennis
Oh,
court.
they never play.
Are they coming back?
I shouldn't think so. I saw them drive out through the front gate.
Who was that funny terrier I saw chasing balls?
Rex.
He seems very devoted to you.
Me? Oh, no. Good Lord, nothing to do with me at all. I say, where did you get that unruly backhand?
I think you let me win.
Certainly not. You vanquished me fair and square.
Rubbish.
And it was quite delish the way you called out the score.
You mean 15 love, 30 love?
Yeah, that's what I mean exactly.
What if they come back for something they've forgotten?
Well, the driveway's so long, it could take them hours.
Wouldn't you love to live in a house like this?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just the gardener.
And you do a marvelous job.
Really?
Oh, yes, yes. The borders are in perfect keeping with the best of the romantics.
Oh, well, a gardener's work is never done.
I can just see them wandering around the ponds and through the overgrown topiary. Keats, Byron, Wordsworth.
Are they gardeners too?
Georgie, you do say the funniest things.
I'm sure I don't mean to.
And you really are a marvelous tennis player.
I don't know.
Ever thought of competing?
Oh, not for me, Aggie. I just knock it about a bit.
Well, I think you should. Maybe you don't like me telling you what you should or shouldn't do?
I don't mind in the least.
There's a tidal wave coming, Georgie. Younger women are certain to get the vote. Do you like that I've changed my hair?
It's ripping.
Times are changing. Take, for instance, that women aren't supposed to be bold or forward, but I think that's just silly, don't you agree?
Well...
If a girl likes a boy, why doesn't she just say so?
Can't think of a reason.
And if a girl wanted to be kissed, for instance, what would you say about that, Georgie?
Oh. Well, you know what that French chap had to say.
Sorry, no.
I'm really rather hoping you did.
Never mind.
I know it had to do with the heart.
I know what Shelley said.
What did she say?
Soul meets soul on a lover's lips.
Giles!
Good heavens.
Agnes, Aggie, this is Giles. He's the butler for us, the people that live here.
How do you do, Giles?
You?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you needn't worry about Giles, does she, Giles?
No, no indeed.
You won't tell on us. That is both of us, will you?
I will be the soul of discretion.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, but thank goodness your secret is safe with Giles.
Yes. Good old Giles.
Good old Giles.
Good old.
Georgie and I were just talking about the new ways, weren't we, Georgie?
By Jove, yes.
A subject which can't fail to stimulate.
Oh, dash it all, Giles. You've just no idea how emancipated women are these days.
I'm learning.
Isn't she a corker? Of course, Giles may not consider the new ways an improvement.
Oh, surely he does.
I quite agree.
There, you see? Giles undoubtedly sees the common sense of it all. Why, I'm sure he wouldn't even object to, say, for instance, short hairdos on a woman.
Really?
Well, I'm certain that Giles wouldn't mind, even if the young lady were his very own daughter. Would you, Giles?
Giles doesn't have a daughter.
No. But if he did, I'm sure he would be extremely open-minded.
Well, I would give the matter the thoughtful consideration that it deserves.
Giles.
Sir, I mean, George?
Lunch.
Georgie told me how all you servants stick together.
Say, I've got the you know what.
If you need anything, sir, I'll be close at hand. Very close at hand.
Well now, Aggie old girl, I've written you a poem.
Oh, a poem?
Yeah, sit right here.
Oh, how delicious.
Bit nervous. Here goes.
Is this better?
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love you in the evening time.
I'm looking here somewhere. Probably in the corner of the
Oh my goodness gracious.
What's the meaning of this?
Mommy! The Popsy! Hello, Mommy.
You parents? George, who is this young lady?
Agnes, Aggie, may I present to you Lord and Lady Upton.
How do you do?
I can see that you've been helping Georgie practice.
Just a bit of back and forth.
Well, get you to the Nationals, George.
The national what?
You see, George is defending his championship next month. His title at the Grand National Gold Medal Tennis Championship.
The surprises just keep coming.
George, I don't think it's appropriate that you're entertaining this young lady here in the drawing room unchaperoned.
Beg your pardon, my lord. Forgive me, my ladyship, but I have been here all the time.
You have.
I can assure you that no breach of propriety has significantly occurred.
You may very well say that,
I do, sir.
Well, we have come to trust you in most matters, but you are, after all, only the butler.
I am also a parent.
What?
Agnes is my daughter.
Oh!
Really? I'm stunned. I'm a bit surprised too, Popsy, but you really mustn't blame Aggie. This is all my fault. I'm speechless.
I can't let you take all the blame, Georgie, as much as I'd like to. It was my fault, your lordship, beginning to end.
I am dumbfounded!
No, Popsy, it was my fault!
Why yours?
I was listening at the door.
Oh, God.
What does that have to do with anything?
I am stunned. I am speechless. I am
Dumbfounded, dear.
Thank you, Felicity. That is just what I am. I am dumbfounded.
George! Your father is dumbfounded!
I can jolly well see.
And besides, if anyone is to blame, it should be me!
Why you?
I don't know.
Is there anyone here who isn't to blame?
There is.
Who?
Giles.
Quite incorrect. This whole series of events could have been avoided had I not misrepresented my parenthood of this young lady who was otherwise quite innocent.
Quite innocent.
Quite innocent, yes.
Dash it all, man. You said you weren't a family man.
I said, sir, I had no wife.
Oh.
After I am gone, I hope you'll find it in your generosity to forgive an uncharacteristic lapse in judgment.
Oh, no, but you're not leaving. You're not leaving.
I'm afraid so.
Charles, oh, say something.
Giles, you've become like family.
Family. What's going on?
Oh, Julia! You see, George was entertaining this young lady here in the drawing room. We're trying to have Giles' daughter, but of course Giles is supposed to have a daughter. So he's going to leave because he feels he's committed some unforgivable act of deception, but which Popsy and Mommy seem perfectly willing to give. And on top of all that, no one will let me practice my girl on first aid damaging!
Well, there's only one sensible thing left to do.
What?
Sit down.
Oh, sorry. And have a cup of tea.
Oh, Miss Nesbitt, that was such a wonderful hike. I'm not sure I've ever seen Hammack Meadow so ablaze with flowers.
Oh, quite invigorating! And imagine spotting a pine wagtail in full plumage. I must make a drawing of it while it's still vivid in my mind's eye.
Oh, well, there's a bench under a lovely arbor just down the pathway.
Oh, perhaps that delicious Mr. Giles will happen by.
If I see him, I will tell him where you are.
Won't you do that for me? I'm desperately in love.
Miss Nesbitt, so lovely to see you again.
We, the Girl Guides, are exceedingly grateful for your generous right-of-way to the Hammack Meadow trailhead. Our trek to the meadow today was a transcendent experience.
Miss Nesbitt spotted a pine wagtail, Mummy.
You let Mr. Giles know where to find me?
Definitely.
Oh, I'm all aglow!
Oh, don't forget tea.
I won't!
Delphine, you wouldn't do such a thing to poor Giles, would you?
Oh, Mummy, I have more sense than that.
Of course. Fine.
Oh, what ho, Mummy?
Oh, what ho, George. Oh, Agnes, you look lovely.
Thank you, Lady Felicity.
No! You must call me Felicity. We're very informal here at Upton Abbey.
As you wish.
Oh, now, George, I'm afraid I must go and find your Aunt Julia.
George, you and I need to have a talk.
Yes.
You lied to me.
I did, and I feel awful about it.
You should have had more faith in me.
I do, Aggie. Heaps of faith.
I just don't believe you.
Every morning, I wake up and I say to myself, George, old shoe, you're very lucky to have a straight-up gal like Aggie.
Now you're patronizing me.
Only because I'm a blamed idiot. I'm wild for you, Aggie.
Well, you have an interesting way of showing it.
They were only little white lies, nothing important.
Only everything that matters. Your money, your family, your tennis game, your dog, and most importantly, I don't think you care a jot about votes for women, do you?
There. You have me again.
Don't worry, Julia.
But involved with a butler's daughter when it isn't done.
Oh, no, that's Aunt Julia. Just be yourself.
She doesn't like me.
Well, oh, here we are.
Oh, what a delightful surprise.
How do you do?
I'll let you know.
Well, tell Aunt Julia, we were just off to go looking for Popsy, weren't we? Come on now. Run, Rex!
I think she's a lovely young lady.
She's part of this flapper group.
That's true.
Smoking, drinking, carrying on all hours of the day and night, and the dances they do. The Charleston and the Black Bottom.
Well, we had our youthful indiscretions too.
I was never indiscreet.
I was.
And now, we're to sit down to tea with them.
Well, I invited Giles and his daughter. Look, it's only polite.
What I want to know is, who's going to serve us?
Found him?
Yeah, good word. Julia, where's Giles?
Hiding from Miss Nesbitt, I think.
Right, yeah.
Tea's just coming.
Well, then we're only waiting for Giles.
Yes, where is Giles?
You can come in now, Giles.
Giles!
I am now completely ready for any possible medical emergency.
One can never tell what perils await one in a butler's pantry.
Sit, everyone sit. Agnes, we're so delighted to have you here this afternoon, aren't we, Charles?
Yes, delighted. Please sit.
Oh, you must sit too. Giles, please. We'll be serving you today.
As you wish.
I say, Charles, pass that crutch this way.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Is there to be tea?
Momentarily.
Oh, sit down, Giles. I'll be right back with tea.
Sit down, Charles. I'll see who it is.
Tell me, my dear, what are your interests, your hobbies?
I'm afraid I haven't much time for hobbies, ma'am.
Well, then your interests.
Look who I found!
Greetings! I'm Miss Nesbitt, leader of the local Girl Guides. Delphine told me I might come.
Of course, Miss Nesbitt, how lovely. Oh, I don't think that you've met Delphine's Aunt Julia yet.
How do you do?
I believe you know everyone else.
Mr. Giles! I've been looking everywhere for you.
Here all the time.
Here we are. Oh, Miss Nesbitt!
Oh, Delphine, I see you've been practicing your advanced bandaging techniques.
I've done just what you've told me to do.
I must take a closer look. Oh, yes. The head bandage will keep the bleeding to a minimum, and the splinting on the leg is quite sufficient. And the sling holds the shoulders just right. Such substantial shoulders, so firm and strong. It helps to have a willing subject, enthusiastic. Yes, very good job, Delphine.
Make it your chair, ma'am.
Sit down, child.
I prefer to stand if it's all the same to you.
Shall I pour?
Oh, no, of course not. You won't pour. I'll play mother. What do I do first, child?
For heaven's sake, Mum, you really are quite helpless sometimes.
Well, say everyone, I've written a poem that I would very much like to recite. Didn't have a chance last time, so I thought I'd take the time to do it now.
Well, there you go.
Handwritten by me. Well,
there we are.
I say, I was...
Would you like cream?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Would anyone care for some cream? That's good then.
Well now, I have a poem that I'd like to recite.
Agnes was just about to tell us about her interests.
I was about to recite a poem for my beloved Aggie.
I hope they include plenty of hiking. There's nothing like time out of doors.
I'm very involved in the suffragist movement. Not just now, George.
How do I love thee?
You know, votes.
Votes for all women?
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways.
Whatever for?
It's time for young women to stand up and take the rightful place in the country.
How do I love thee? Let
Women
me
are
count
half the population, you know.
No, the sensible half.
We deserve to be heard.
So do
We
I.
deserve a place at the table.
What are you yammering about, George?
It's a poem.
But are the younger women ready for this sort of responsibility?
A poem, everyone.
If they aren't ready now, when will they be?
Never mind.
Young ladies can advance themselves without all this rebellion. It's hairstyles, smoking and drinking. What young ladies need is not the vote, it's fresh air.
I don't smoke or drink, Miss Nesbitt. But what if I did?
Young ladies do not smoke and drink. At least not in public.
Aunt Julia, would you think any less of a man who smoked? And if a man has a drink every now and then, does it cause a scandal? The way I dress and wear my hair identify me as a woman of the future. Now, where's the problem in that?
Oh, but my dear child.
Delphine, you seem like a sensible sort of young person. Do you think all women should vote?
Well, I think I do.
Bravo! You and I shall have a long talk about it sometime.
I should like that most awfully.
What about you, Georgie? Time to take a stand, one way or the other. Do you agree, or don't you? You do agree, don't you?
I do, in a manner of... Yes, I do agree.
But not with your whole heart. You don't agree with your whole heart?
I agree with just about the rest of me. This is definitely a violation of one of my firm and fast rules.
Never lend money to an actor?
I was a fool to think it could ever work between us.
Oh, Aggie.
And I was prepared to love a country gardener.
But I can garden. I love to garden. I think.
If you'll excuse me.
No, Mr. Giles, wait for me.
Well.
Dear.
Oh, some things are best left alone. Whoever heard of silly girls voting? Just a lot of foolishness, if you ask me.
I'm not sure anybody did. I said, I'm not sure anybody asked you.
Delphine.
I do agree with Aggie.
You too?
Yes, younger women should get the vote, and the sooner the better. And if you're not prepared to help, well then move aside.
Delphine, this is so unlike you.
And that's not all. No one should have to get permission from stodgy old people when they want to do things or wear things that are a little different. We know it's young people, after all, who are going to shape the future of this country. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be off.
Where are you going?
To fulfill my destiny, I'm going to join Aggie on the barricades. Do you hear the people sing?
Well, she is your daughter.
Oh dear. We never got to hear Georgie's poem.
Yoo-hoo! Mr. Giles! Yoo-hoo! Where are you, you naughty boy?
Aggie, this has all just been a misunderstanding.
I think I understand perfectly, George. And it's no use.
But Aggie, please!
Oh, no, no, no.
Have you asked Pulsey about Italy?
Yes, I'm getting a very clear picture about that.
And what is it?
I don't know.
Oh, well, I hope it's yes.
Me too. No.
Ah, Felicity, there you are.
Charles, not now. I'm trying to connect with the infinite intelligence.
Say hello for me.
No, look at
Ah,
I'm looking for Mr. Giles. I have some pressing concerns. Well, that is, I have some concerns that need pressing desperately.
Have you tried the butler's pen?
Good idea.
Popsy,
Ah.
I'm looking for Giles.
Oh, you and everyone else.
I have a telegram for him.
Telegram?
You're no help at all.
Yeah, wait.
No.
But Aggie,
No, George.
you've got to let me explain.
I've already heard enough of your insufficient explanations.
What if I escalate to pathetic begging?
Hardly dignified.
Come on, Aggie, please! Too much!
Is the coast clear?
It is for now.
Excuse me, my lord.
Yes, Giles. Delphine was look. Oh, I see she's found you.
I have a business engagement Thursday afternoon, and I was wondering if I could borrow a car to convey me to town.
Take the Bentley.
Thank you, sir.
What's it about?
I'd rather not say at the time, sir.
As you wish.
But I can reveal, however, that I'm in hopeful anticipation that a successful outcome might mean unbridled happiness for us all.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo!
If you'll excuse me, my lord. They'll ensconce me behind the arras.
Yoo-hoo! I'm sure he came this way.
If it's a secret, Giles, don't let me bother you. I've gone to trust you in every matter.
I always endeavor to give satisfaction, sir.
Good man.
There you are, Dad. I've been looking everywhere for you in an awful mess. What am I to do?
Is it about George?
Yes.
I pride myself on my anticipatory powers, but this has taken me quite by surprise.
I know, Dad.
And the last time you sought my counsel, you disregarded it. and did as you wanted.
Sorry.
Well, it is only to be expected that a young lady might want to keep her own counsel, especially when affairs of the heart are concerned.
But no one has more wisdom than you, Dad.
Come, sit over here, Pumpkin. You're letting your principles get in the way of your happiness.
I can't just ignore what I believe in.
Will getting the vote make you happy?
Yes.
What about George? Will George get the chance to make you happy too? Everyone will get the vote sooner or later, Agnes. Even George can't prevent it.
So, you think...
I believe he's around here somewhere.
Thanks, Dad.
You're so very much like your mother.
Oh, there you are, Giles. I've been looking everywhere for you. I'm in an awful mess.
Amazement seems to seek us out, sir.
I've deceived Aggie, and now she won't speak to me.
Oh, indeed, sir.
Rex! Rex! Have you seen Aggie? Try and keep her there. You've got to tell me what to say to Aggie.
My advice is simple, sir. Speak the truth.
The truth, eh?
It just might help, sir.
In times like these, I've always relied heavily on a whopping fat lie. The truth. By Jove.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Giles. Good boy, Rex.
Giles, how do I get Popsy to give the outbuildings by the stream to the Girl Guides for a camp?
One thing comes to mind.
I'll do anything.
Speak the truth.
Really?
Yes, it just might help.
Good idea.
Oh, Giles! Thank God you're here. I've been looking for you everywhere. The seance is next Thursday. Full moon, you know. How do I get Charles to attend?
Perhaps I might suggest, my ladyship, that when you broach the subject with his lordship, you speak the truth.
Really?
And trust that his lordship will base his decision upon the long and happy life the two of you have shared.
Oh, Giles, you are a wonder. Speak the truth. The truth. The truth. The truth. Dad?
Speak the truth.
Oh, got it.
Giles, I believe this entire family has lost its mind.
Quite possibly, my lord.
Popsy, Miss Nesbitt needs the outbuildings by the stream for a camp, and you just got to give them to her.
There you are, Aggie. I've got to tell you the truth.
Let me stop. I've been an awful fool.
Giles, I have the most wonderful idea for the resort plan.
What?
Well, I'm going to hold a seance and we'll contact Arthur and get his permission.
Well, how about that?
Wasn't so difficult after all.
Every man for himself! Run!
Run, Rex!
An extremely peculiar household.
Aggie, the whole thing's just been one big rotten lie from top to bottom. I feel just wretched about it.
How wretched?
More than words can say.
And you've plans to make it up to me?
I'm working on those.
Do let me know.
Ah, George, is Giles back with the Bentley yet?
He's just putting it away.
I don't suppose there's any getting out of this seance nonsense, is there?
I shouldn't think so.
Agnes, what do you think of it?
I'm reserving judgment.
Quite wise. Well, call me when the planets align.
You were saying
Saying,
about what a rotter you are.
oh, yes, that.
Yes, that.
Well, here's the long and short of it. You
You're
see,
stalling.
I only lied about my money because I was afraid you'd only be interested in me for my money.
You don't give me much credit.
And I only lied about my family because, well, given the chance, who wouldn't lie about one's family?
And voting?
Well, I only said it was a bad idea because I've never really thought about it before.
Never.
Well, there was one time when I did, almost, but then I thought, good Lord,
Thinking can get out of hand if you let it.
I'll make you a deal.
You needn't promise to support voting if you don't really mean it.
Really?
I will take you back. Every bit of you, because I love you, Georgie.
Oh, Aggie.
All I ask is that you think about it. Really think about what voting means to women everywhere. Why it's important and why we must have it.
I will.
And then, if you still aren't convinced, I will say that you are a hopeless bore who stands no chance at all of ever joining the human race. Now, I don't think we can be gone for very long without arousing suspicion, but I did see a rather picturesque nook in the garden wall as it passes a grouping of statues. Cherubic, though, scantily clad. I expect you know of it.
Barely.
You never can give up lying, can you?
Oh, I say.
All this seance business is a lot of rubbish, isn't it, Giles?
Indeed, miss.
I mean, one can't really make contact with the dead.
If you say so, miss.
I do say so.
May I ask if you still support the resort scheme?
I think it's a ripping idea.
And his lordship?
Dead set against it.
And contacting your Uncle Arthur?
Also a lot of rubbish.
Very good, miss.
I say, Giles, why all these questions?
Mere curiosity.
That's a lot of rubbish, too. You're hiding something. Out with it.
Can you keep a secret?
You love a good secret.
Would it be, say, harmful or hurtful to his lordship if he were made to believe that his brother Arthur supported the resort idea?
What you're talking about here is deception.
In a manner of speaking, Mum.
But didn't you advise, and not too long ago either, to speak the truth?
Upon most occasions that has been my advice.
It was not upon this occasion.
That characteristic has a certain validity.
What's the plan?
The purpose of the seance is to contact your Uncle Arthur.
Yes.
And if some help on this side of the veil can be rendered,
You mean?
if I place myself at the top of the stair, and you, I have completely muffled myself, but if you place yourself at the top of the stairs and knock responses upon the floor.
And if you're at the bottom of the stairs, listening to the seance, well, you would tell me what my responses would be.
Thereby to be the issue towards a satisfactory solution.
No one would be the wiser.
It shall be our sworn secret.
What shall we swear on?
Let's swear on my sacred oath as a butler and yours as a girl guide.
Is there a butler's sacred oath?
Not really, miss.
I shall trust you anyway.
Gather round, everyone, gather round.
They're coming.
Oh, what ho, Giles?
What ho, sir?
The final act, what?
We took your advice, Dad.
We're all patched up.
Oh, I'm delighted to hear it.
Gather round, everyone.
Come on, Giles, they're coming.
Gather round, everyone. Gather round. I borrowed this book from Lady String. I've never run a seance before. Never hurt to be prepared. I love the page here. So the first thing that we are to do, I suppose, is... Oh, we must all hold hands. Charles, take my hand. It won't kill you.
I'm not sure of that.
We'll begin by humming.
Oh, wait. Where's Aunt Julia?
Well, we can't start without her.
That's right. If I have to be here, she does too.
Here I am.
Julia! You've gone modern.
Delphine convinced me. She's the only one in this family with any sense. Oh, and there, Agnes. I was wrong, and you were right.
Bravo, Aunt Julia.
Well, I'm here.
Begin. Well, we're up to this point, we're holding hands and we're humming. Empty your mind, everyone.
Easier for some than others.
I will ignore that. Now let's see. Close your eyes, everyone, and hum. I shall now put myself into a trance so I can see beyond into the void.
How will we know when you're in this trance?
Oh, let's see. Well, you know, if I mutter random expressions or, oh, yay, shout out bizarre ravings.
So what will be the difference?
Have you ever been in a trance before?
Well, this is the first time for everything.
Will this take long?
Arthur, we call to you. Do you hear us, Arthur? Do you hear us calling? If you can hear us calling, answer us. Let's see. Concentrate. Concentrate, everyone. I think I feel something.
Perhaps it was just what you had for dinner.
Arthur, is that you? It's him! I've broken through to the spirit realm!
How can you be certain?
Arthur, if that's you, knock. Knock once for yes and twice for no.
Oh, that's a very good idea.
Thank you.
Wait, wouldn't it be better if it was twice for yes, once for no?
I agree.
Well, what difference does it make?
So that'll be 1 knock for yes and 2 knocks for no.
That's how you had it to begin with.
Is it?
Oh, go ahead.
Are you there, Arthur? God, he got that change.
How can you know?
Aunt Julia's right. I mean, it could have been that he got the change, so he only knocked once, or he didn't get the change, so he knocked once for no.
Well, that's very good.
I see what you mean. Arthur, this is Felicity. It's 1 knock for no.
Oh, no, you've got to turn round and 1 knock for yes.
Yes, yes.
Oh, it's him! Arthur? If that was you, knock again. There you go.
That's it.
That means he's here. But it wasn't a yes/no question.
Oh, that's right.
Now hum, everyone!
Well, perhaps it was a clarification.
Did it have to be a yes or no question he's asking?
Arthur, was that a yes or no question? Or was that a clarification of a yes or no question? There, you see?
That was 2, that was a no.
Arthur, we need your advice.
Oh, shush.
That was a yes.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Arthur, is it all right to turn the Abbey into a resort? There you go.
That was 1.
That's
That
yes.
was yes. That was yes.
That's your answer, Popsy.
Crystal clear.
Yes, Arthur has no objection whatsoever.
No objection whatsoever.
Arthur, do you have no objection whatsoever?
That was 2, that was a no.
It was a no.
Now, wait. Was that no objection whatsoever, or no, don't do it?
Oh,
Ask another way.
I'll ask another way.
no, good idea.
Arthur, should we, or should we not, solve our money problems by turning the Abbey into a resort?
Now, just wait 1 moment here. I'm the lord of this manor.
Of course you are.
Says so right in my name. It says Charles Lord Upton. I don't need some ghost to tell me what to do with this run-down, drafty, ramshackle barn of an ancestral home.
So sorry.
Let's do it.
Oh, Popsy!
Oh, there's still the problems with the east wing.
We'll figure it out.
Yes, we will.
Bravo, Charles. You've grown a spine.
Thank you, Julia. I think.
I'm very proud of you, Charlie.
Oh, wait. I have another question. Is he still there? Arthur! This is your brother Charles speaking!
Well, he knows who you are.
Oh, sorry.
That was forever.
Caught up in it. Arthur? Is there golf where you are? Is that yes or no?
Yes!
Oh, good. I can die a happy man.
Not too soon, I
No.
All right. Popsy,
Yeah.
what about the trailhead?
Oh! You tell Miss Nesbitt that the Girl Guides can have the trailhead and a generous right of way to it.
Oh, Popsy, you're so wonderful.
Guides on the...
You can tell her yourself, my lord.
What was that?
Hello!
Oh,
Oh, Miss Nesbitt, I have an announcement to make.
Stand up straight. Go.
Popsy, his lordship, has just given the trailhead to Havendish Meadow to the Girl Guides.
Oh, bless you, my lord!
What about the camp?
Yes, Delphine has told me all about it. And I want a portion of the heath to be No, I want all of the heath to be set aside and the outbuildings by the stream to be set aside as a camp for the Girl Guides so that the city girls can enjoy all the fresh air they can take.
Most magnanimous, my lord.
Oh, Mr. Giles. I think I can see your hand in this.
Alas, no, Miss Nesbitt. His lordship's generosity comes completely unprompted. And if I don't say so myself, sir, the Upton Abbey resort will be nothing but a success.
Ah, there's still a problem with the East Wing there.
With your permission, my lord,
Yes, sir?
this telegram is by way of a summons.
I thought you said it was business.
It was a summons to business.
Business?
To a certain financial institute, quickly and quickly.
What deuce you say?
At issue was the underwriting for the renovations being taken on the East Wing.
How did you even get your foot in the door?
An acquaintance of mine is in the service of the junior Mr. Quigley. Had an interview, and the junior Mr. Quigley said that because of the aforementioned beauty and historic value of Upton Abbey and its amenities, that he would gladly discuss the matter with his lordship, the senior Mr. Quigley. And I believe this letter is the answer to my inquiries, sir.
Well, read it.
Don't keep us in suspense, Charles.
Of course, yes.
Out loud.
Oh, sorry. Dear Mr. Giles, Quigley and Quigley will be happy to associate ourselves with his lordship's hospitality enterprise. The only stipulation is that professional management be engaged. Of course. Good luck, Mr. Quigley Jr., Quigley and Quigley.
Oh, Popsy, that means they'll give us money to fix the roof.
But I'm
Dumbfounded, dear.
no, Felicity. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful to her.
Might I suggest, my lord, that while they're doing the renovations to the East Wing, that you take yourself and her ladyship on that holiday to Italy.
Oh, let's do.
Oh, may I go?
Not me. I've got a tournament to play in.
You've got a tournament to win.
Oh, not by too much, I hope, dear.
I don't fancy Italy. Don't like being pinched.
Oh, we'll hold an opening ceremony on Emmeline Pankhurst Day.
Oh,
Why Emmeline Pankhurst Day?
Because Guy Fawkes Day is too early.
and Trafalgar Day's too late. Goodness dear. Father.
Why do I ask?
Oh, goodness.
Pardon me, my lord, but I will not be here at Emmeline Pankhurst Day.
Not be here? But why?
I have been given another assignment,
Another assignment?
a large estate, sir.
Ah. And I suppose they're in trouble.
Oh, extremely, sir.
But you will see them through?
I will do my best.
Well, this comes as a shock, Giles, but I'm sure that you're doing the best.
Thank you, my lord.
You may find them a bit set in their ways,
Possibly.
to cling to family tradition,
That may be true, sir.
but you will see them through.
I will do my best again, sir.
Please be sure to give us a forwarding address.
But what will we do without you, Giles?
Oh, we need you, Giles.
Yes, we love you, Giles.
I say,
I know someone who is infinitely qualified to take my place, my lord.
Can't imagine. It was like Giles.
My good friends, the Uptons.
What about your intended?
Oh, she shall be joining me here. I trust you will find her presence here a great asset to the enterprise.
Oh, but what about Arthur's rule about only having an unmarried butler?
Would you all please promise me never to mention that to me again?
Yes.
But Mr. Giles, where will you be? What will you be doing?
Whenever there is an after-dinner brandy to be poured, Miss Nesbitt, I'll be there. Whenever there's silver to be polished, or the telephone need answering, I'll be there. And whenever someone needs to know how to line up their forks for a fish course to be served, I'll be there too.
I understand.
Oh, Montague, we're so delighted to have you back.
I say, this is my turn. I've had 3 in a row. Oh, I say, everyone! I say, attention, all, please!
Oh, quiet down, everyone.
Oh, good Lord, it's the opening of Parliament.
What is it?
I have a poem that I very much like to recite. Now, it's one of those dashing sonnet things.
That's not me.
But I mean, it's not quite a sonnet.
Just get on with it.
Right. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love you in the evening time and through my morning haze. I love you in the winter, spring, summer, and fall. Forget about my terrier. I love you most of all. And it was Giles that told me to write it.
Thank God for Giles.
Yes, we never would have survived.
Right.
Where is Giles?
Yes. Where is Giles?